Today we're diving into a detail of the human body that's so tiny you've probably never even noticed it. But trust me, its structure is way more complex than you'd think, and it tells a really cool story.
Okay, let's start with a question that's going to sound, well, totally random. What on earth does an orange peel have in common with your gums? I know, it sounds like the setup for a bad joke, but I promise you there is a real and kind of fascinating biological connection here.
So what's the deal? What's the big secret? Well, the connection isn't about taste, it's not about smell, it's all about texture. A very specific kind of texture. And that texture, it actually has a name. It's called stippling. Basically, it's the irregular surface of a part of your gums known as the attached gingiva. Think of it as a pattern of tiny, microscopic little dips and bumps. And this is where it all comes back around. The number one way scientists and anatomists describe this texture is, you guessed it, similar to the surface of an orange peel. So there it is. That's the connection we were talking about, that shared kind of dimpled look.
Now, what's super important to get here is that this is a good thing. Stippling isn't a problem. It's actually a sign of healthy gums. You'll find it on what's called the attached gingiva. That's the firm part of your gums that's connected right to the bone underneath. In fact, when dentists don't see it, that can be one of the first red flags for inflammation.
Okay, so we know what it is, but that just leads to the next big question, right? Why is it there? I mean, this can't just be a random pattern. There's got to be something going on underneath to create that orange peel effect. So, what is it?
To figure that out, we have to zoom way in. We're talking microscopic level. Let's take a little journey beneath the surface and see what's really building this thing.
All right, so the whole thing really comes down to this incredible dance, or maybe more like a microscopic tug-of-war, between two key players. On one side, you've got these things called epithelial ridges. Their job is to pull the surface down, and that's what creates the little depressions. Then on the other side, you have the connective tissue papilla, and they do the exact opposite. They push the surface up, creating all the little bumps.
So here's how it all comes together. First, imagine those epithelial ridges linking up, kind of like a net. That net is what creates all the tiny dips. Then you've got the connective tissue papillae, which are just sitting there, right in the gaps of that net. And for the final step, those papillae push up from underneath and boom, that's what gives you the little bumps on the surface.
So when you put it all together, it's not a random messy surface at all. It's this perfectly organized little landscape, a world of tiny valleys where the ridges are pulling down and tiny hills where the papillae are pushing up.
Okay, so we've done our deep dive into the microscopic world. Now let's zoom back out and put all of this together one more time.
So here's what you really need to remember. First, stippling, that's just the sciencey name for that orange peel texture on healthy gums. The most important thing, though, is that it's not random. It's created by a super organized structure underneath. The little valleys are made by the epithelial ridges, and the little hills, those are from the connective tissue papillae. And for me, that's the coolest part of this whole thing. What looks like just a simple, kind of bumpy surface is actually this amazing, beautifully organized microscopic world, all perfectly engineered by our own bodies. How cool is that? And that really leaves you wondering, doesn't it? If our gums are hiding a whole world like this, what other incredible microscopic landscapes are hidden in plain sight, right on our own bodies, just waiting for us to take a closer look?